All right, everyone, welcome back from the break. We are here now with game number 3 between Hex and Pim. We are all tied up at one game apiece if you are just tuning in. So we'll see who takes game number 3 here shortly. As we are in the draft, we have the bands. I believe these were the same as game number 2. We have Moira, Kinesis, Gladiator, and Magnus going to be banned out here. We're going to have a first pick of Electrician coming out from Hex. We will have Empath coming out on the first pick from Pim. We will also see the Master of Arms now. The Master of Arms had great success for them in game number 1. We saw pretty solid performance. The second support Master of Arms picking up quite a lot of farm. He, I believe, picked up a Staff of the Master into a Nullfire Blade in that game, as the Nullfire Blade was pretty strong against the Silhouette. We are going to see a Kane come out here from Pim. Not too sure how they're going to run that Kane, but I am expecting it to be in more of a farming style of role. We'll probably see that in the position 3 slot. How they will choose to lane the Kane, I am not too sure, but we're going to see a third pick of a Luna coming out from Hex. So it looks like they picked up some of their supports. They could still run the Master of Arms in a farming role with their picks set up, so we'll have to see what they value on the remaining 2 picks, if they want to pick up a different core instead of the Master of Arms, or if they want to run the Master in a supportive style of role. We'll see. Um, there is going to be the scrap pickup, so I think they're going to run that in a mid lane, but I believe in the past we've seen them put it on the long lane, and it might have even been ran in a farming style role in the long lane. So I think the scrap for Pim is a very versatile pick. I think they like to run it in different lanes. They have 2 players I think that play the scrap, both Zero and Razor PK. So at the moment, I'm not too sure if that's gonna be uh, more of a support style of scrap, or if it's going to be a mid lane scrap. But I guess we could call it a comfort pick for Pim. It's a pick that I don't personally agree with. I don't really like Scrap as a hero, but somehow, some way, they kind of make it work for them. So we'll see if they make it work here in game number 3, and we'll also see whether what role that Scrap does end up uh, fitting into. The bans are coming out now from both sides. We have the Riftwalker ban on top of the Swiftblade ban. The Riftwalker ban is quite interesting. Um, I'm not too sure where they would put that Riftwalker. They might put it on a position 4, laning with the Kane. Um, but it is pretty odd to see a Riftwalker ban. So I guess that's a player-specific ban coming out. Then we have the Keeper of the Forest ban on top. These are some pretty unusual bans coming out. Um, I don't feel like the Keeper ban makes a lot of sense when they already have the Electrician picked up. But I suppose it would fit the strategy of the grouping up and pushing with the scrap. So I guess in that sense it makes sense to ban a Keeper of the Forest. Suppose they could put the Keeper armor on the Vorax as well as the Kane and make them really, really tanky. So perhaps that is being overthought here, or overestimated, underestimated. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess the Keeper ban makes some sense. I just feel like it's a bit odd against the Electrician. We're going to see Bombardier, Alonia, and Rally. I think we saw Bomb and Rally banned out in the last game, so these are kind of similar trending bans. The Bomb, pretty strong mid option, great at team fighting, great early game presence, great lane presence, just a great hero overall. The Alonia, very similar to the Bomb. I don't know if we've seen a whole lot of Alonia from Hex, but I guess it's just banning the very heavy anti-push heroes that are going to get a lot of farm. The Rally as well, great at team fighting early game, great presence. Um, just heroes they don't want to deal with. So I'm expecting a lot of grouping up to come out from Pim. I'm expecting them to do a lot of team fighting since they ban out these big anti-push team fighting heroes. Um, we are going to see the fourth pick of Devourer come out from Hex. We saw them run the Devourer. I believe it was against Donkey Kong earlier in the week, much earlier in the week, and they actually played very, very well with the Devo. So I'm actually very excited to see them pick it up here once again. I'm wondering if we're going to see similar results. And I think a big reason we're going to see the Devo here is it's great against the Kane, the target that he face-offs. I believe they're going to want to look to hook the guy backward and just kind of drag the Kane further into the fight. I believe that's how it works. If the face-off is continuing, it'll just mess up the positioning of Kane, so just drag him into a bad position. So I think they're looking to use that Devour as a bit of a counter pick to the Kane. Then we see the final pick Tremble coming out. So the Tremble pick, pretty active early game carry. They're expecting a lot of aggression from Pim as they pick up that Kane pick, and it looks like they're pretty comfortable with having the Tremble as their solo core here. Then we see an Andromeda into a Corrupted Disciple as the last two picks. So we're going to see a CD position 1, it looks like, with Kane on the position 2. Or maybe scrap the position 2 and the position 3 is the Kane. So pretty interesting lineups from both sides. I'm pretty excited to cast this one, actually, as these are a lot of picks we don't see a whole lot of. But, yep, some interesting lineups from both sides. We'll see how the lanes shape up, and we'll see who wins game number 3. So pretty excited for this one. And I cannot, unfortunately, replay, auto skip, pause 1. Damn it, stream, it didn't work. This isn't a replay, this is a live cast. We've been doing a lot of replay casts, but it feels good to be back doing some live casts here. I think the live casts are a bit more exciting for you guys, so glad to be doing them. And looks like we're gonna have CD in the short lane for Hellborn. I don't know if they're gonna start off with a tri lane, but I think we're gonna see a lot of movement from the Andromeda and the Empath. I think it's going to come down to how Hex lanes in response. But it looks like we're going to see Tremble go to the short lane, perhaps, where he will farm down in the bottom lane against the Kane. And looks like we got a Luna as the second support and Master of Arms as the main support. Actually, you know what? I'm not too sure about that. We might be seeing a farming a Luna in the top lane. I think we're going to have a Devourer second support and a Master of Arms main support this game. So we'll see how the lanes shape up in a second here. So we have a mid lane scrap, which I was predicting initially, and then we have an off lane Kane. We have a tri lane with Empath and Andromeda. But from the side of Legion, we have a Master of Arms, Devour, and a Luna aggressive tri lane. This is a pretty scary tri lane, but at the same time, scary tri lane coming out from Pim as well. We have Electrician going to be going up mid lane against that scrap, and then Tremble going to be going up against the Kane. So we have some pretty interesting one versus one matchups. I'm not too sure if scrap is if he's DCing or if he's just expecting a first blood attempt. I think he was maybe expecting a first blood attempt. The mid lane, we're going to have the stun come out into the hook. CD will go down for the bloodlust kill. Will they be able to get a return kill here? Master of Arms? Yes, they will. So it ends up being a 1-for-1. Devo does have that hook, so no rock going to come out. We'll see if he goes for the the hook attempt here. Luna is going to actually go down. And now Devourer, he might be in some trouble as well. It's a double tap coming out for Andromeda. Will they be able to make it a hat trick? They give the kill to Empath, it looks like. So Andromeda not going to go for the hat trick, but it's going to be a hat trick for the team. And despite losing the Bloodlust kill over to Legion, they pick up 3 kills in response. So I think it's safe to say they'll take that Bloodlust trade for the 3 kills in exchange, as they net themselves a bit of a lead here with those 3 kills. I think it's a little bit too early to talk about the solo lanes, so we'll kind of let them evolve a little bit more. I do think we're going to see quite a bit of farm trading on both lanes. We'll keep the camera focused here on the tri lane. So yeah, I see you guys talking about the 64 client in the chat. I'm just going to throw this command out there. If you guys haven't heard by now, I believe it's been about maybe like 2 weeks or so that's been public. But if you haven't heard about it for some reason, that's where you'll get the information for the 64 client. But yeah, back to the game. We're gonna have a poll coming out here, and we'll see who gets some of that. Looks like the Aluna will steal some away. Looks like they'll actually get pretty good control of that camp. Devo did pick up a haste rune here at the 2-minute top rune. We'll see if that comes into play at all. Andromeda not sitting on the most mana, but he does pick up the Marchers on top of the power supply now. Very, very defensive coming out from the side of Legion going up against that Devourer. They are very scared of that hook. So we are at the 3-minute mark now. Damn, I want to talk about... Here comes a stun. The hook is going to come out from Devo, but it's not going to connect. Too much downtime. Now we're going to have CD go offensive here with the conduit. It's going to drain some damage from Aluna. I want to talk about the other lanes. So we have a 19-4, 20-4 Electrician against a 19-1 Scrap. So pretty equal in terms of last hits. A bit more denies go in the way of Electrician. Here comes the Rot from Devo. The Link comes out onto Master of Arms. They're going to get the first kill here onto the Empath, though. It is going to come at the cost of the Master of Arms, but now they're going to get the second kill onto the CD. Will they make it a hat trick as they're going to get the Rot here onto Andromeda? The Power Throw comes out, and it's a double tap coming out for Aluna. It's a 3-man cleanup, 3 for 1 there for the Legion side. So they even up the score now at 4-4. But yeah, the mid lane being very even to start things off. Looks like Electrician, he'll get himself the second rune of the game there, being Invisibility. We'll have Devourer camping the top rune as he waddles his very, very slow butt cheeks up to the top rune. But actually, Scrap's going to take that one. Top lane, we're going to have action as Devo goes missing. They get the kill onto Master of Arms. They're going to try to make it a second kill, but the wall, not the best placement, as Aluna already picks up the Ghost Marchers. We're actually going to have Electrician use that Invisibility rune in the bot lane as they set up a kill onto the Kayn. So great rune control coming out from Hex as they have started off with the first 2 runes. Here comes the damage onto Devourer, and he will end up falling to that Andromeda. So we see a 6-5 kill lead now. The tri lane a little bit more in favor here of the Legion side, but Aluna is getting the best of the farm in terms of the creep kills. We're going to have a stun come out here from Aluna into the power throw. Overcharge shot on top of the acid bomb, and the smackdown comes out as CD will end up falling there to the Aluna. So Aluna all the way up at 445 gold per minute. She is the top farmer in the game, and all 3 cores on the side of Hex are doing fantastically. Electrician in the mid lane sitting on 400 GPM, and Tremble in the bottom lane sitting on 400 GPM as well. He is 36-6 against the 20-0 Kayn. So prior to that gank attempt from the Electrician being successful, the Tremble is doing very, very well in his 1 versus 1 matchup. Top lane, we have Master of Arms getting caught out by the supports, and then the nuke from CD with the Electric Tide going to take him out. So Master of Arms falls for the 4th time this game. And the lead's still here in favor of Hex as they are doing very, very well in all three of their cores. The top farmer from Hellborn is Scrap with 320 gold per minute, but he is still 100 GPM behind the Electrician. Here is the hook attempt onto Andromeda. The kill will happen there as the Acid Bomb does do some pretty good damage. Aluna gets credit for the kill there on the Andromeda. Devourer taking some heavy pressure, but Scrap rotates in here as they will get the kill onto Devo. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Electrician makes another gank attempt happen. He did bottle up a regen rune, but that is not going to be the reason for the kill. They're just going to make another rotation there on the Kayn. So Kayn falls for the second time. He's only sitting on 190 gold per minute. Tremble is getting really, really scary now. 385 still GPM as he picks up the bottle. The Marchers, he's going to look to probably upgrade into either Steam Boost or Ghost Marchers next. Top lane, we have Scrap up here yet again. And here comes the hook onto Scrap. We do have a link coming out from Empath. No mana for the wall, though, unfortunately. So they are actually unable to make any kills happen, despite outnumbering them 4 versus 3. So Scrap, unfortunately, going to waste some time here. Bottom lane, we're going to have a dive coming out onto Kayn. He does have the face-off, but he's not going to be able to use it as Electrician makes his way down here once again. And Electrician has been a nightmare down here for the Kayn. The Tremble, he's doing the jukes in the mounds. They're going to make the plays. It's a double tap coming out for Snooki. Tremble stays alive. They get the tower kill, and they make it 3 kills on top of a tower. So huge momentum swing coming out for Hex here in game number 3. Electrician sitting at 500 gold per minute, the 4-0 stat line. Fantastic plays coming out from Hex. And with the supports missing and dead, we're going to see Corrupted Disciple forced to fall back here. Will there be a hook attempt here from Devo? Yes, there will. The hook lands from Dude. That's done on top. Will CD be able to get a return kill? No, he cannot. The power throw comes in from the lane, and it's a legendary streak for Aluna. Invisibility rune here on the Scrap, but that will not be spotted out as that is actually Hellborn's Ward of Revelation. Aluna is going to be in some trouble here. Will Tremble look to port up to the mound here in the top lane? Will they look to try to take this fight? It doesn't look like it. Aluna, he's making the jukes happen in the trees, but he will get caught by the combat stun. This Zoomerang from Scrap comes out on top of the damage from Empath. And Devo, he will also be turned on. It looks like he goes for the return kill, but it's not going to be successful. So there goes the legendary streak from Aluna. Here comes the face-off in the bottom lane onto Tremble. He's pretty tanky here. He picks up the Bracer. Not a lot of damage comes out. There comes the Waylay from Clanks. And Scrap is here. He has a Zoomerang coming up in 1 more second. He's going to throw it out. Will Tremble be able to make the jukes? He's got the Soul Trap on him. He's taking reduced damage from the mounds, but he will get finished off here as 0 on the Scrap gets credit for that kill. It will be a serial kill streak. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, CD's going to turn around and man up, and here comes Devourer with the flank. The power throw comes out. A lot of damage on the CD. Actually, only sitting on 124 damage, but he's going to make the jukes as the wall comes out from Empath to buy him the distance. The Link is going to come out here onto Devo. CD will get taken out with that Emerald Red power throw, and here comes Electrician from the flank, and he throws out the grip, and that will be a kill onto Empath. So Snooki on the Electrician, 550 gold per minute. He is now on the legendary streak, and he is slowly taking over this game. He also, I believe, got the tower in the mid lane. Thank you for the 3-month prime. We're going to have the grip come out here into the hook, and Scrap will be taken out at the top rune area. It is now a 15 to 12 hero kill lead at the 10-minute mark for Hex, as they continue to make their presence felt on the map. Tremble picks up the full Astrolabe on top of the Steam Boots. Top lane, we're going to have Aluna taken out here by Andromeda and Empath. CD off in the background with the conduit. But here comes the hasted electrician, and that means a dead corrupted disciple. And it's not going to stop. Electrician, he is looking for more, baby. Here comes the link from Empath, but that is just going to tickle Electrician. He is too darn tanky. And here comes Devo with the rot. He is maybe going to end up dying. The power supply will keep him alive for now. Here comes the face-off from Kane, locking down Electrician. He can't get his electric shield off, and he will fall. So there's the Kane face-off coming into play. Devour, he's going to be in some trouble now. Is he going to be able to get a return kill? No, he is not. The Savage 6 streak going the way of Scrap. And here comes the Waylay. It's a double tap coming out for Scrap. So they clean up Hex in the top lane. But while this is going on, Tremble was farming away. Put some damage on the tier 2 tower. So we're going to see still a gold lead of 6,000 for Hex. The hook attempt will miss here from Devo. Top rune area, the Merrick's rune will be picked up here by Empath. Tremble, what did he get? He got a regeneration rune. He's going to pour it to the mound. Here comes the ensnare from the hive mind, and the hook comes out onto Scrap. Scrap is going to go down in the background to the Devour, and now Tremble, he's thinking about possibly going back in, but we have Kane as well as CD here in the area, but here comes Electrician. Is he going to find the grip here? The Electric Tide comes out from CD, but he is going to fall, and Electrician is just too damn annoying. The first kill goes the way of Tremble. The second kill onto Empath goes the way of Electrician. And CD only on 210 gold per minute. Safe to say this tri lane did not work out for Pim. And we're seeing that reflected now in the map presence coming out from Hex. The Electrician, he's looking for a grip. And here comes the face-off. The K, there's the pull onto the face-off, and it will continue onto Electrician. He does get his electric shield off, and now Kane will be turned on. He will go down. The TP coming in from Corrupted Disciple. He throws the conduit. He does not use the conduit out actually just yet. They're looking for a kill here on the CD. Here comes the drain on the damage, and here comes the link from Empath. They will just simply outnumber Electrician here. He will end up falling. Tremble, he is putting a lot of pressure in the bot lane while this is going on. And I believe it was a 1-for-1 in the end. They didn't get any more kills out of that. Hook attempt from Devo. It's going to connect. What a hook coming out from dude. He doesn't have mana for the Devour. But here comes the Hive Mind from Tremble, and it's going to be a kill. The supports are coming in from the flank. Here comes the Comet Stun, the double damage in from Scrap. They should be able to get this kill. Big auto attack damage coming in with on top of the Soul Trap. The Zoomerang securing the kill. Here comes a wall from Empath, but Tremble is just going to walk around that with the Mound cutting down the trees, and he will be just fine. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have a Luna and Corrupted Disciple going at it, but only 27 damage on the conduit there from CD, so not a whole lot of conduit damage. Tremble, he goes back in. He gets the kill onto Empath. So Empath falls once again. But Luna, she's going to be a little bit too slippery there with the Ghost Marchers. He's going to buy a Rejuvenation Potion. We'll see if he looks to try to turn it around here onto CD or not. Middle lane, we have a grip coming out. Is he going to get the last hit on the tower? Yes, he will. No deny attempt comes out. Here comes the face-off, though. And a hook from Devo onto Kane. And that's why you pick up Devo, baby. A big counter to Kane coming out. And he is going to net that kill as Kane is stuck in no man's land. Electrician, he is alive and healthy, baby. He is sitting on 2,600 gold. We'll see what he decides to pick up here. Could see a portal key. We could see a Frostfield play. Who the heck knows what we're going to see? That's a lot of gold pulled up. Meanwhile, in the jungle here, Empath, he's going to get caught once again by the two supports. He goes down. So much damage coming out from Devo. He is the top hero damage dealer on the Legion side, and it almost makes you wonder why we don't see more Devo picked up here on the competitive scene. But maybe that'll change with a Devo performance like this coming out from Dude. Tremble, he picks up the Thunder Claw on top of the Astrolabe, so he's got his farming item picked up. That Boris, go get him, Boris. Boris! Oh my god, they're not gonna kill it. It's gonna have that mound up there. It's gonna take out the tower and possibly pour it up into the top lane. Scrap could be in some trouble, but Tremble doesn't port there in time. Looks like he had the port on cooldown. We'll see if he ports up. Eat comes out from Devo, but Devo is going to be taken out here. The Master of Arms also falls, and Kane, or no, that's Corrupted Disciple with Empath inside him. We could have a Luna in some trouble as the damage is kicking in, but here comes Tremble. The Link and the Waylay will take him out, and now Tremble, did he pour it into his death? CD is going to fall. Isn't going to be able to man up and get another return kill. Electrician throws out the Cleansing Shock, though, on the Soul Trap debuff, and Tremble, he's thinking about going back in, baby. Here comes the grip onto Kane, and Electrician and Tremble will take him out. Another Purge comes out, but the Storm Spirit coming out from Electrician to keep Tremble alive, and it's gonna be a hat trick. What plays coming out from Hex as they keep their Tremble alive and they turn it around. It's a completed genocide when it's all said and done, and Electrician and Tremble survive. 590 gold per minute on the Tremble. And Zanuki's still sitting up there at 540 gold per minute. A beautiful Storm Spirit picked up usage there on the Tremble to keep him alive. He picks up the Hyper Crown, so he is going for the full aggressive route of the Hyper Crown. He ports into the bottom lane to his mound where he will continue the pressure down here. And it's now a 15,000 gold lead at 17 minutes. Luna, she uses the red Deja Vu. She'll get the two-man stun. The hook comes out onto CD on top of the stun, and the acid bomb from Master of Arms. A beautiful swap coming out from Andromeda. Will Corrupted Disciple make the escape? It looks like it. Fantastic swap coming out from Razor PK, but that is just the illusion of Andromeda. So he will be just fine. A hook comes out here onto Andromeda from Dude. A blind hook coming out. I say blind, but they had vision. But a beautiful hook nonetheless. Tremble is now leading the front lines with that Astrolabe and the Hypercrown. The big damage coming in. The two-man stun from Aluna. Will they be able to bring down Kane? Yes, they will. The power throw comes in from downtown to snipe him out. Tremble, he's taking a lot of damage, though. Is he going to end up falling? The Storm Spirit comes out from Snooki, and they're going to use the Master's Call as well. They were baiting it all along. The Grip comes out on top of the Devourer. Here comes War-X being spawned, but it's not going to be in time. Empath as well as Corrupted Disciple is going to fall. We have a CC vote coming out from Pim here. I don't know if it's going to go through or not, but yes, it will. Game number 3 is going to go to Hex in a fantastic match coming out as they win all 3 lanes and get beautiful farm on all 3 of their cores. And that will do it here for game number 3.